The sexpats know it for the soapy massages, the foodies know it for the authentic street food, and the residents know it for the amazing luxury condos. What's up in your part of the world? This is Live Travel Asia, where we show you what it's like living and traveling in Asia. Right now I'm here at MRT Huai Khwang, and I'm here to sort of figure out why this place has become really popular lately for expats to settle down and for people to live. As you can see, they still have these soapy massage places where I'm just gonna sort of let you figure out what that is. Off the bat, I can tell you one of the biggest appeals of this location is that there are a lot of newer luxury condos being built around here. As a matter of fact, over there was a really big soapy massage building and they tore it down, and they've been making these high-rise condos, and they're relatively affordable for its proximity. Oh, okay, what's up? And I'm here with one of my patrons. I'm gonna sort of show him around this area. This area, Huai Khwang, let's get into the technicalities. Huai Khwang is actually a big district, and even where I live in RCA, and even the very popular area Rama 9 is technically in the Huai Khwang district. Now, one thing I will tell you off the bat though is they have been doing a lot of these beautification projects around Bangkok, and what that means is they've been getting rid of all the street vendors. And I haven't been here into this Huai Khwang night market area for almost about a year or two, and I'm noticing that there's like no street vendors now. It's pretty much all these hole-in-the-wall places, which honestly some people don't like it, but I myself as a resident here, I actually appreciate it as it keeps the roads open. So it's a lot safer to drive here. There's less traffic congestion, and you know, honestly, the really good restaurants that we tend to frequent are the hole-in-the-wall established places anyway. So I'm not really missing all the street cart vendors, as they generally are like the same kinds of street foods that just sort of repeat over and over again. So that's the first thing I noticed now that I've been here. Oh, this place looks quite good. As a matter of fact, I think I've been here. Yeah, I think I've been here. I'm not a big foodie, but I am aware that this particular area right here, which I'll link in my Google Maps locations, has a lot of really well-known foodie hole-in-the-wall joints. And we're actually here to figure out where we want to eat first and then sort of sit down. But I do want to say, how do you feel about this particular location?
It looks very exciting. There's a bunch of traffic all over the place. But yeah, we're gonna keep exploring it.
Yeah.
First time I've been here. I've never been here before.
It's a very local type of feeling. One thing I do want to mention though is that there is a more popular night market that is one stop from here at Thailand Cultural Center by Esplanade. Behind there is the train or the Ratchada night market. There's gonna be tons of videos about that, and that's also in Huai Khwang, but we are like at the super local Huai Khwang night market area, and this is where like the true locals come. And I was sort of afraid it might have been taken over by tourists, as the train night market has, but this place is relatively local. Like you don't see any tourists, right? Nope. No, this is super local here.
We're the only ones.
we're the only ones here, and yeah. So if you want that local feel with relatively close proximity to city life, this is gonna be the place for you. I wouldn't count on this place staying this local though, because the real estate prices around here are particularly going up, I think, faster than the other areas in Bangkok relatively. And I have a feeling they're gonna probably tear down a lot of these old places and put some more luxury condos, etc. But I mean, this is sort of what gives this area character. And I personally think it's a plus side to living here, but I don't know. What would you think, that living here is too hectic, or?
I would have to see during the daytime, but I mean, my main concern is I want to be near the MRT or the SkyTrain or public transportation. Right. So, I mean, I still got to see some of the condos around here, but that's my main concern. I just want to make sure it's near public transportation.
Yeah, it's right next to the public transportation.
Yeah.
Did you notice like the soapy massage brothels like right off the exit?
Yes, I did. Emmanuel.
Yeah, like neon lights and stuff. I mean, if you walk further down that street, there's just a ton of them.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about living next to brothels?
I wouldn't mind it. I mean,
be careful how you say that.
Well, I don't know. I haven't lived there yet, but I mean, so far, I really don't think it's a big deal.
I mean, they sort of keep the business to themselves. It's not like it's like an open go-go bar like Soy Cowboy where you'll hear music and stuff.
Yes.
So as long as you can just sort of ignore it, I think it's all right.
Yeah. I mean, it depends where you're gonna live. You don't have to live right next to it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, most of us locals, we just get off the MRT, go straight into our condos, sleep, and then we're out exploring wherever we want to anyways. And as far as the proximity of this particular location to some of the popular places, it's one stop away from Esplanade, which is a really popular night market, and we'll go there after exploring here a bit. And it is 2 stops away from Rama 9 and Central Rama 9, which is going to be, you know, where you can pretty much go to the mall, watch movies, etc. And then it is 2 more stops from Rama 9 to get to Asok. So it's actually pretty convenient to live here, I think. And you still maintain that local feel and local prices. Yeah.
I just came from Asok actually. I was at Terminal 21, so it only took like 10-15 minutes. It's pretty fast.
Yeah. So, a lot of people and expats have discounted this place, but lately I've noticed that it's become really, really popular. Now, another huge misconception is, I mean, people who are in touch with Bangkok sort of also discount it like, oh, this is where the Chinese are taking over. But an interesting thing I've noticed was, I mean, I'm in the process of getting my Tabi and Bond registered. I should have done it a long time ago, but there were some issues with the paperwork and my name, etc. So it was just a hassle. But because of the accident that I was involved in with the motorcycle, it's gotten me to not procrastinate on that anymore and get that all figured out and go through this whole bureaucracy of it. But in the process of doing that, I was talking to the district office person that is going to register my household registration. And then this came up because I wanted to see like an example of the documents I needed. But there's actually a really high number of Indians as well that are foreigners purchasing here as well, like a really high amount. So it's not just like a place that's popular only with the Chinese that are coming out here and trying to invest money. Oh my gosh, I've actually never come this far, but this is a super local night market. I think we should maybe go in and like explore it a bit more. It is 3 baht for these bunnies. I don't know if they're selling it for the purpose of cuisine. I mean, it's being sold next to food. I'm sure it's not for food, but that was sort of awkward.
So in 36 they have a lot of restaurants.
Oh yeah. I mean, it seems like they are closing down early.
I think the doors, like fresh market,
Yeah.
close, and they will open another market.
Yeah. So it's mainly. This is good though because you can come here, do your groceries in the morning, and yeah, have a really chill life. The ingredients seem really good.
I want to get a garlic.
You want to get garlic? We've been having issues getting garlic at the top supermarket. So, wow. Yeah, prices are good. Shrimps, like it's $1 over there. Oh, they got like pork belly. They just butcher it for you right there. This is definitely the local area to live. I mean, even though I live in this district, I really don't venture out here for some reason. But I think we should come here like on a weekly basis to get our produce. I'm sure it's really affordable. Yeah. And it's probably isn't as doused with like chemicals or pesticides as the ones that you'll get in the big markets. So this will, I mean, if I was living here in Huai Khwang, I'd probably come here all the time to get my produce, to make my soups and stuff. And the prices are really, really reasonable, especially for a place that's in really close proximity to the center of the city.
But not daytime. Super.
Yeah, it would be a bit hot. How do you like the idea of shopping here? Is it a bit too local for you, or?
It's a bit too local, but I still gotta check it out more. I mean, it's the first time I've been here. Come on.
Okay, I'm just like I'm shocking him. I've taken you to like the most local of areas here. I personally myself haven't ventured out here. Yeah, I mean you can call me a sellout, but I live a relatively gentrified life. But it's good to know that you have one. Now, if you do want like the markets and such, not only do you have like Tops 2 stops away at Central Ramen 9, as well as a Tesco, which is like the bigger grocery store chains, you also have Big C, and that is just right down the road from here. So that's something that you could benefit from, as there's like a Walmart type of place. There's tons of places to shop, but I mean, I personally like the idea of also having the option to come out here and get like corn like this. Well, how much is that? 10 baht, so it's only like 30 cents. And yeah, I think I sort of trust like the local stuff here more than what's being sold at the grocery stores and such. See anything interesting, Mayu? They're outfits. Okay, so actually the streetcar vendors that they did clean up, I remember last time coming here, I remember a lot of like, because there's a lot of brothels here, I remember a lot of streetcar vendors that were selling like outfits. Yeah, no, not adult toys. Like, like the clothes for girls, like.
They were gonna open later, like around 7-8 o'clock.
Oh, maybe.
They start opening them.
Oh, so maybe on the way back we'll see it. You'll see like a lot of the working girls just sort of.
They're getting off from the work after midnight, and they drop here and they buy them.
Yeah, they get their midnight snacks and get an outfit, and they sort of take off. Okay, so while Mayu is gonna be checking out some vegetables, us guys were checking out the attires. So they do still exist. I mean, just here you go, guys. Maybe it is too early for the girls to be coming out and shopping here, but
I thought they were closing.
They are closing a lot of them, but as you can see,
the party's really starting. Right?
Where there is demand, there's gonna be yes.
Yes, correct.
Hey, baby. How about I get that for you?
Should I go I don't want to be look like a hooker.
Okay, so these are a bit more classy. Oh, look, they got like cute little shoes. So Mayu is pointing out that she's found a massage place right over there. It's only 200 baht. And the other big plus is it's open until 4 a.m. So we're at the famous shrine here at Huai Khwang, and honestly, it's a lot busier than I remembered it. It's quite a sight, huh?
Yeah, similar to the Erawan shrine.
it's people are very respectful here, and it's definitely a place of respect and religion. They're offering something to them. There's some kind of juices, flowers.
Yeah, it's you gotta be respectful and quiet.
Before we actually head over to the train night market though, Manu here has told me that his full name is actually Emmanuel.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's right up in the billboard right there. So nice to see.
Okay, we'll show you what we're gonna do. Gotta get this guy a selfie in front of Emmanuel right there.
My name.
Yay! Your motto is now gonna be enter the night.
Perfect. Just what I needed.
Alright. So Manu, what do you think about Huai Khwang?
It's exciting. It's cool. I actually like the food. I almost ate everything. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like very spicy and Thai, but it was actually tolerable. It was good. I liked it.
It's funny coming from a Mexican that you're afraid of spices, but... And overall, I'm actually quite surprised at how much this place has changed. I think the last time I came out here was almost like 2 years ago, and I think all I remember were there's just a lot of working girls, but it seemed like a very family-friendly place.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for your sign out there, you wouldn't know that there's like working girls, right?
No.
Yeah. And I only expect this place to like just become more family friendly. They probably eventually get rid of all the soapy massage places. That's my guess. I mean, they've slowly been just being taken over, and I don't even think they're really forcing them out. It's just that these soapy massages, if they sell their land to these high-end condo developments, I'm sure like the landowners have a lot more to gain. It's just like a financial benefit for this place to just keep developing. So I think in the long term, I mean, there's like a lot of upward potential. And something I also want to mention is like on the other side of the Huai Khwang night market, if you drive through there's actually a lot of mainland Chinese businesses or businesses that cater to them and restaurants, because I noticed that there's like a lot of Chinese signage when I drive through that area. And I also know that like one of my favorite like Korean restaurants, they're located around here. So this has quite started to become the popular place for like the Asian expats living out here in Thailand. So I think that's why the prices will pretty much be on an upward trajectory here in Huai Khwang. I don't know, would you still buy here though? Would you want to live here?
As long as it's near the MRT, yes.
This is pretty much the mentality of most people.
That's all I want.
Yeah, if it's the price is good and it's next to the MRT, like right here.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't want to be driving around here. I don't want to get any accidents or anything. I just want to be able to take the train or the Sky Train and get where I want to go.
Right. I mean, like yesterday I was looking at some condos, just looking at what's around. Remember I mentioned the Lumpini place by Queen Circuit Center, like for around 2 million. That looked good, right?
Yeah.
And then you had to go there to like get to your friend. What did you think about that area? It's pretty dead, isn't it? Like
Yes. Although I was there briefly, I didn't really explore it, so
yeah.
I can't say. But yeah,
there really isn't much to explore.
it's more like a business center.
Yeah, it's like a huge park there. It's very clean. If everything was equal, right? The price was the same proximity to the MRT. Would you rather stay in that kind of area or here in Huai Khwang?
I would rather stay here. I think it would be still cheaper to live here than over there by Southward and all that.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's not much to do there anyways. So.
Nah, you'll probably have to travel all the time out of there.
And this area is closer to Asok and Sukhumvit, and that's one of the places I'm comfortable, so I want to be able to get there relatively easily.
Yeah, I think every foreigner is looking for a place that's relatively easy to get to Asok.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on. This is the right one. Alright, so we just got off here at Thailand Cultural Center, which is a stop right in between Huai Khwang and Ramanine. I'll probably do another more in-depth guide about this area, but I do want to just mention this place if I'm going to talk about Huai Khwang, because this is where the younger people hang out. So it's a night market inside a mall. What do you think about this, Manu?
It's cool. I never seen this before.
Yeah?
I've never been anywhere you're taking me. So
Yeah.
It's so cool.
What do you like this? Do you like this vibe better than Huai Khwang?
Slightly better, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more relaxed.
Yeah. I mean, the other one's like more interesting if you're a tourist, you're here for the first time, but like this AC, but still slightly a lot of activity. This is also sort of more to my preference as well.
Yeah.
As you can yeah, and as you can see, the people that hang out here are more like the college students, like the younger generation. And you'll also see in the back that it's like the younger crowd, but lately it's become really popular with the tourists, as it's just so over-vlogged that you'll see mostly tourists now. But in here it's still relatively local. Okay, so once you exit out the back of Esplanade, this mall, we're gonna head out to the night market areas. This place has been getting popular and more popular by the week. I mean, even just a month ago, this area right out here, there were no vendors. It was just parking for motorcycles, but now they've cleared it out to allow more room for vendors to sell their souvenirs. Oh, look at that. Man, you picked something up. What'd you get?
A bracelet. I got one in Vietnam, but I lost it, so it looks exactly like it.
Oh, wow.
So I'm replacing it.
Is it cheaper or more expensive than Vietnam?
About the same.
About the same price?
Yeah. It's about
Nice.
the same.
What is it made of? Is it wood?
I'm not sure, but it's really heavy.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So Mayu was complaining that she couldn't find parking, and I can see why, because this whole area used to also be parking, but now they've converted it into some foods and some more vendors behind. I just ran into a subscriber right here. So if you other people want to travel, experience new foods, it's definitely a place you want to come out to. By the way, he has a YouTube channel. What is your channel?
Working Title Travel.
Working Title Channel.
Just getting started, so it's pretty.
Okay. It's all right. We're all there. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Check it out.
All right. Yep, take care.
It is definitely the popular spot for vloggers. I do want to mention is that this is a Wednesday, which isn't like the busiest time. Usually it's on the weekends, but something I noticed is that this area is closed. And it's probably because today is a Thai holiday. And I'm not sure if it's a religious holiday, but generally during those times they'll close out the bars and not serve alcohol. But this place is really happening. If you see my other vlogs, you'll see me walk through this area. It has one of the best vibes, I think, a very local vibe, and the beer prices are good. So Mayu, what do you think? It's a lot different, huh?
It is different. They don't have them parking anymore. They get rid of that.
Yeah. I was just talking about that. All the parking's gone. It's all vendors. Every single spot is taken up now. I highly doubt this place will close down like JJ Green. I mean, I really like the local feel of JJ Green better, but at the same time, I'm happy that, you know, although this is a bit touristy, you do need the tourists to bring in money and make it a sustainable business model. So I'm happy to know that this place probably won't be closing down anytime soon, and it is the night market that's closest to where I personally live, so, you know, I'm all for that. So you can sort of tell, but clothing is a bit more tasteful, should I say, than the ones we saw in Huai Khwang. And it's definitely modeled more towards like the college students, like the younger females. Oh, we love these. I remember I was mentioning this. This is like the best buy.
That's why I noticed it.
Yeah. Take a wild guess. What do you think it is?
For your feet, but I thought it was for something else at first.
But I can totally see.
texture.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty ingenious though. You know how girls have to walk around in high heels and stuff? This will definitely give them more traction.
Oh, that's what it's.
So it doesn't hurt their soles as much. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Okay guys, so I mean originally I planned to come out here and have a beer with Manu, and you get a really nice view of the tents above. I mean, really check out my RCA guide for what I was probably gonna do with Manu if you're still curious. But you know, overall, I think I've sort of done my job to show Manu a bit of something you haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course. I mean, you showed me some stuff that nobody's showed me, and I've never seen today. Okay.
It's all new stuff. But yeah, actually, the areas I've shown you though, I would say isn't even really rural. I would say it's like, I don't know if it's a word, but mid-modern. It's not the most gentrified areas, but it is an area that is still relatively modern. It's not like it's in middle of nowhere in Bangkok or whatever, but
Bangsu.
yeah. It's still relatively touristy here. I would say about 20-30% of the people here are tourists, but the prices are still relatively Bangkok normal. I mean, I'm saying Bangkok normal, which is not like the cheapest, but it's still relatively affordable. But you still get relatively the modern conveniences, and none of the super funky smells or anything, you know?
No.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Everything's pretty good. Overall, I don't know if you enjoy this area. Huai Khwang is a relatively polarizing area, but honestly, I don't think there is a single area that isn't polarizing. Like, every area in Bangkok seems to have like a bad stigma, and some of them have like very good memories for people, and people sort of like to associate themselves to one area and just look at the positives. Ooh, check out the delicious foods here. Do you see any drinks? Oh, this looks
Have a
okay.
Thai milk tea here.
Alright, we finally found it.
You want a Thai
Search
milk tea?
for cool drinks complete.
You say you want to have coffee? What?
Yeah, or something with caffeine.
Alright guys, so my gimbal is acting up. It's probably because the battery is dying. That tells me I've shot a lot, so we're gonna wrap it up now. Me, Manu, and Mayu. Wow, actually that sort of sounds good. Me, Manu, and Mayu are just chilling at the end of the day now. Sipping on our Thai iced teas because they don't sell beer right now. But overall, pretty good impression of Huai Khwang. It's definitely a place I could live. Although, I don't know, I personally prefer RE better. But
Well, we'll go look at it.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen it too much.
but you know, for $1 million baht less, I could definitely settle for this place for sure, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's just sort of how us locals look at it, you know? I hope this is really helpful. I mean, it's not just for people who are looking to purchase a condo out here, but this may be the kind of place you want to come to, even if you're just out here to vacation, because I mean, although places like RE have like a more down-to-earth kind of feeling, you might want to experience the crazy, hectic wildness of these night markets, and maybe even walk by some of those Sophie massage parlors with the neon lights. It's just different. Everything is so different out here. And then one more stop down, I mean, you guys see my other videos, that's Rama 9, where you have like a super modern mall, and you get a little bit of everything around this area, all within the convenient reach of the MRT subway system. So it is definitely a place worth considering. Yeah, overall, I'll go ahead and sign out now. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. And if you found these videos informative, check back weekly. And I definitely have like the shorter, quick edited, more of your traditional vlogs as well that you can check out if you thought this was a bit long. But that's how these Discuss Asia live series sort of go, with a pink sidebar. So just be aware of that. And yeah, hopefully you found the little trip helpful too.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very educational.
Anything you want to add, like something that you particularly like felt through this trip out here? Thanks again guys for checking out our video, and if this is your first time seeing us, head over to our channel Live Travel Asia to see the wide variety of content we offer, from our standard Live in Bangkok vlogs to our in-depth discussion videos about life in Thailand. You can also check out our new dedicated travel channel, Traveling Asia, for our international travel series, and our gaming channel, Live Game Asia, if you're just as much of a dork as we are or just want to chat with us on our live stream. Whatever the case, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys next week for more vlogs about living and traveling in Asia.
All the trains you gotta take, all the taxis you gotta take. So once you get out of the tourist spot, you actually start to see, you know, why it really matters where you live, because you don't want to be stuck in traffic and you don't want to be taking a taxi in rush hour. You want to be able to get around quite easily. So again, I repeat this again, transportation near public is a must. Right guys? Yeah, I enjoyed this whole trip out here to Huai Khwang. It was good.
Okay, I sort of just like cut it in the middle of him monologuing, and that's because he wanted to redo that question. But yeah, he was saying some good stuff towards the beginning. And yeah, I can't stress that if you are planning to live out here, then it is important where you live, because trust me, you're not gonna act like you are in the States. A 15-minute drive ain't a short drive out here. You won't even want to go 5 minutes down the subway. Yeah. Sometimes you'll just want to lazy down and go down to the 7-Eleven. So even coming out 5 minutes down the subway to this stop from Huai Khwang is like maybe once or twice a week kind of deal. Yeah. So if you want to experience interesting foods, you know, not be so depressed and stuck in your condo, or just like, you know, online dating or something. That's what a lot of expats tend to do if they're isolated. Then these kinds of areas will help you get out, socialize. Even if you aren't really meeting people, just being around people like makes you less depressed, I think. It makes you be part of like community, the society, and that's I think that's the main attraction of Bangkok, sort of. It's the life, like the life you feel, right?
Yeah, that's how I felt in Japan, isolated.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's like a super busy city though, right? Would you say that's the same way too? I mean, Mayu doesn't live in Tokyo, but even in like countryside, you feel a bit isolated? No? Well, never mind, she's Japanese, so she's got family there. Yeah. Yes, that's true.
Previously.
Okay, so we've sort of settled for this local looking place. As you can see, it's really big. There's a ton of food. It's smelling good. I really don't think it can go wrong. I see family pictures. It looks like generations. 3 people, yes. Some. Okay. Okay, so there's apparently an air-conditioned room. I am not sure why there's nobody in here. I just hope there isn't like an extra service charge for AC room. That's the thing I'm afraid of right now.
Wait, shrimp or seafood?
Shrimp is fine.
So the prices are all really, really reasonable. We're just having Mayu order everything for us. Like this Tom Yum Goong soup is only about 100 baht to 200 baht.
You want to eat somtam?
I'm okay with the somtam. I do want to try this. This seems like a special. The pork leg stew. Alright, check this out. This actually looks pretty legit. Oh, is that the blood thing?
Yeah, pork blood pudding.
Oh, okay. This is pretty getting authentic.
Yeah, never tried the blood
You haven't?
thing, whatever that is.
Do you think, I mean, Manu here is Mexican. Do you think Thai food's a little bit more exotic than like Mexican food for sure?
Yeah, and it's a lot hotter than Mexican food they use. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the only food that actually makes me sweat.
Right.
Yeah.
This really doesn't have much to do with the neighborhood, but just in general, I'm Korean, so we eat a lot of spices too. But something I've noticed is that the spices here in Thailand, it is not a spicy sweet flavor, it is a spicy sour flavor, which really like makes you
Those Thai chilies, man. Wow.
yeah, like jalapenos got nothing on Thai chilies.
Nope.
It's ridiculously off. Alright, so the rolled noodles and blood. I mean, you're going straight for the exotic stuff.
Tastes good.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I didn't get any of the blood in there, but
Yeah, I mean,
so far it's good.
I'm sure there's a bit of blood everywhere. I mean, we eat steak with blood in it, right?
Yeah.
How do you like it? It's good?
I don't get those things.
All of this is pretty legit. I mean, this is, what was a pork leg stew, right?
Pork.
I think this is pretty much palatable to even your most
Neck, this is the
westernized
Pork neck.
palate.
neck, and this is like
This is mango salad. So they do it like papaya salad, but they just use mangoes instead. And as you can see, they use like the greenish mangoes. And this is pork neck, actually one of my go-to foods. You really can't go wrong with pork neck. And that sauce is really what makes it good. This is
Chinese noodle.
You know, I would say this seems the most exotic, but I think I know what to expect with the taste. Oh wow, so okay, they have a large selection of different things you can put on there. We're trying to figure out if we can garnish it, but it's like, there's still like the skin in there. I'm not sure exactly how we're supposed to garnish it. Are we supposed to cook it up with a lighter? Look, they're growing it. Okay, oh, that smells so good. So the Tom Yum Goong came out. Okay, so Maya, what was the price?
100 baht.
And this was also 200 baht, right? And how much was it for this and this?
And it's 60, and this is 100.
Okay.
This is maybe 50.
Yeah, so super affordable, right? Wow, there is actually a lot of shrimp that comes in this little.
ไม่เอานะคะพี่ขอบคุณค่ะไม่เป็นไรค่ะ
Awkward moment.
Right. This Tom Yum Goong is actually what drew me to this restaurant in the first place. It smelled really good. Like a very refreshing flavor. It has a lot of herbs, and these prawns are really big. Yeah, definitely super refreshing. I mean, this is like a flavor that you have a lot because the mama noodles are made out of it. But you can like sense MSG with the mama noodles, but this has like a really refreshing natural flavor. So I definitely like it. It's local. I mean, it's only 200 baht, so you and your girlfriend can come here and just order rice and this and split it and you'd be full. They have I think like 10 shrimps in here. These are huge. But this right here, the pork leg stew is their specialty. I'm really excited to have this. I don't think I've had it here before in Thailand. But the meat, you can see, is so tender. You know, it has a similar flavor as like was it the 5 spices flavor that we have
Yeah, Chinese
in Taiwan. But it has like a slight herbal overtone, like a Thai herbal overtone. It's really good. It's really good. For 200 baht, that's totally worth it. So let me try the mango salad. I already know what to expect. Okay, I've had mango salad, but they use super sour, fresh ones here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that that's a bad flavor. It's definitely unique. I like it. It seems more authentic. You know, it's not as much of a gentrified mango salad. I've been waiting to try this. This is blood.
You're gonna have this blood pudding.
Alright, here. Let's check it out. Alright, so it looks like, I don't know, that's some part of pork I'd rather not know. And noodles. You know what? It's really good. I mean, you would expect that it would have like a very bloody, like irony kind of taste, but it's not. It's just a very smooth flavor, right? Yeah. It's like a soup. If you can just avoid eating the blood, thick part of it. I mean, it's a really nice broth, a rich broth, and yeah, it's relatively light and refined. I think anyone can enjoy this. I like it. But I will say that it's a bit cold.
Like, this room is cold. Yeah?
Pork neck. This is my go-to food. What can I say? It's pork neck. You really can't go wrong with it, but they didn't mess it up. It's very tender. The sauce is actually not that spicy. Actually, overall, everything here is not that spicy. Maybe it's like the Chinese influence, but yeah. I think maybe this is an even more gentrified taste than like other ones I have, like even at the food courts in the malls, because everything is sort of toned down. I don't know if they did it just because we're foreigners.
They might have. They might have.
I think they put the less chili in it.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's totally full. There's activity happening, but we're gonna take off now. What's the damage?
696.
So we couldn't finish everything. I mean, there was just too much food. But it only cost us still 200 baht each, roughly. When we split the bill, that's about $6 or $7. We definitely like had a feast. So I highly recommend that place if you want a really authentic Thai local cuisine. And this place in general is just gonna have very authentic local Thai food. So this is one of the benefits of living in Huai Khwang.
Later.
Australia.